Creating a custom audience by using your sources. Hello there, everyone. Let's take this training one step further. In this lesson, we're going to show you how to create custom audiences using your sources. To create any type of custom audience, you have to click on the menu icon from the Ads Manager dashboard. Next, you have to click on Audiences. On the next page, you'll simply have to click on the Custom Audiences button. This will open the menu from where you'll select the type of custom audience that you want to set up. Ready to get started? Website traffic. Okay, let's first create a custom audience using website traffic. First, click on the website traffic option. Now let's add people to your audience. Start by selecting an inclusion criteria. Select any if you want to add people who meet the criteria that you select, or select all if you want to add people that meet all of the criteria that you select. Now click on the drop-down menu below to select the pixel that you edited to track the users that you'll add to this audience. Now start selecting the criteria. Here you can select all website visitors and the number of days since they were last active on your site, people who visited specific web pages and enter the exact page they visited, and visitors by time spent, and select time spent on site as a percentile. You can include more criteria by clicking on Include More People and applying the same steps. You can also exclude criteria by clicking on Exclude People and applying the same steps. Now enter the name of your new audience in the Name Your Audience field and click on Create Audience. App Activity. To create a custom audience from App Activity, select App Activity from this menu. Now select an inclusion criteria. Now select the app from where you want to get users to your custom audience. Next, select your criteria. Here you can select anyone who opened the app and then select the number of days that have passed since they last opened your app. Most active users, and then select top active users by percentile. Users by purchase amount, and then top purchasers by percentile. And users by segment. Please be aware that to select users by segment, you will need to define segments in Facebook Analytics first. Next, include or exclude more criteria. Then enter the name of this new audience into the Name Your Audience field and click on Create Audience. Customer File. To create a custom audience from a customer file, select Customer File from this menu. Next, you have to select what type of customer file you're going to import. Select Use a file that includes customer lifetime value if you added customer lifetime value as a customer attribute to your file. Select Use a file that doesn't include lifetime value if you didn't include this as a customer attribute to your file. Or select Import from MailChimp if you want to import your customer file from your MailChimp contacts. For this example, we are going to select Use a file that doesn't include lifetime value. Next up, select your original data source. Then click on Upload File to upload the file from your computer. Now enter the name of your new audience and click on Next. Now review the information that will be mapped to your audience and click on Upload and Create. Offline Activity. To create a custom audience from offline activity, you have to select Offline Activity from this menu. Next, select an inclusion criteria. Then select an offline event from the list. Now select your criteria. Here you can select people who interacted offline and the number of days that have passed since they last interacted with your business offline. This criteria includes any or all people in your custom offline event that matches a Facebook profile. You can include or exclude people using a different offline event. After this, enter the name of your new audience and then click on Create Audience. And this is it, my friends. Creating a custom audience by using Facebook sources. Hey there, everyone. Let's now create custom audiences using Facebook sources. Video. To create a custom audience from video views, select Video from this menu. Now click on the engagement field to select how engaged the users are that you'll add to this audience. Here you can select people who viewed at least 3 seconds of your video, people who viewed at least 10 seconds of your video, or people who watched a certain percentage of your video, from 25%, 50%, 75%, or 95%. After selecting this criteria, Click on Choose Videos to select the videos from where you'll obtain your audience. You can add additional criteria and videos by clicking on the Choose a Content Type field and repeating the previous steps. Now select the number of days that have elapsed since users last engaged with your videos, enter the name of your audience, and click on Create Audience. Lead Form. To create a custom audience from a lead generation form, select Lead Form. Now select an inclusion criteria. Then select your criteria. Here you can select any who opened this form, people who opened but didn't submit, or people who opened and submitted the form. Then select the number of days that have elapsed since any of these actions took place. Now select the page that represented the lead gen form in the ad, and then click on Select Specific Forms to select a lead gen form. You can then include or exclude other criteria and lead gen forms. Now enter a name for your new audience and click on Create Audience. Instant Experience. To create a custom audience from an instant experience on your page, select Instant Experience. Now select an inclusion criteria. Now select a criteria. Here you can select any who opened this instant experience or people who clicked any links in this instant experience. Then select the number of days that have elapsed since any of these actions took place. Now select a page where you posted your instant experience post and then click on Select Specific Instant Experience to select an instant experience. You can then include or exclude additional criteria and instant experiences. Now enter a name for your new audience and click on Create Audience. Instagram Business Profile. To create a custom audience from interactions with your Instagram business profile, select Instagram Business Profile. Select an inclusion criteria. Next, select an Instagram business profile from the menu below, and then select a criteria. Here you can select everyone who engaged with your business, anyone who visited your business profile, people who engaged with any post or ad, people who sent a message to your business profile, or people who saved any post or ad. Then select the number of days that have elapsed since any of these actions took place. Next, include or exclude additional criteria. Enter the name of your new audience, and then click on Create Audience. Events. To create a custom audience from interactions with your events, select Events. Next, select an inclusion criteria, and then select a criteria. Here you can select people who responded with going or interested, people who have responded with going, people who have responded with interested, people who have visited the event page, people who have engaged with tickets, people who have purchased tickets, or people who intended to purchase tickets. Now select the number of days that have elapsed since any of these actions took place. Next, select the page where you created the event, and then click on Select Specific Events to select an event. After this, you can include or exclude additional criteria. Now enter the name of your new audience and then click on Create Audience. Facebook Page. To create a custom audience from Facebook page engagement, select Facebook Page. Next, select an inclusion criteria, and then select the Facebook page from the menu below. Now select the criteria. Here you can select people who engaged with your page, anyone who visited your page, people who engaged with any post or ad, people who clicked on any call to action button, people who sent a message to your page, or people who saved your page or any post. Now select the number of days that have elapsed since any of these actions took place. After this, you can include or exclude additional criteria. Now enter the name of your new audience and then click on Create Audience.